All right, so I had someone comment down below, and they wanted to know what do I have as far as like upgrades for this truck because they wanted to make their truck like this truck. I'm gonna show you guys this mod list really quick. So I'm gonna have it here. I'm gonna show you what I've done to this truck. And the engine is a 5.9 24-valve Cummins ISB VP44 engine, heavy-duty long block, 400 horsepower injectors, heavy-duty engine mounts, no cats, cold air intake. Obviously, they have nitrous oxide injection, 10 pounds oxide bottles. The shot size is a 50 kW shot size, and engine management is an adjustable race ECU with a soft limiter. Our race manifolds is a stock exhaust manifold for right now. We've got a hood stack to go on the truck, which looks pretty dope, not gonna lie. It has a big turbocharge. It's not the stock, the H135W. It's a much bigger turbo. We got a 6-speed race manual transmission in the truck with a flywheel. Right now it's stock. I'm gonna change it, but you know we're gonna build that. 4-wheel drive transfer case. Obviously, you could do different styles. You can do crawler, all-wheel drive, but I like the 4-wheel drive because it's it's what it is. Rear suspension is a heavy-duty live axle rear suspension. You got now. How do you get the height? So, in order to get the height out of this truck, you have to use the heavy-duty live axle rear suspension, and this is the off-road rear shocks, the off-road rear leaf springs, the off-road rear sway bar, and for differentials, it's a locking rear differential and a race adjustable rear final drive. You can change it and you can use whatever you want, but that's how I have mine set up. It's an 8-lug truck where, single tires, not a dually. I have a heavy-duty disc brakes on the rear and front, I believe, and I have 17x9 STX off-road steel wheels, and the tires I have is a 38x12 5017 crawler, which is on the rear and the front. And those are probably the biggest tires mods I have. You could go bigger if you wanted to go with the no, wait, no, that's not it. Here it is, 38. Now, the biggest tires I have is a 42x12 5017s, and I'm going to show you what those 42s look like on the front or in the rear. These are 42s. So that's what a 42 looks like. It fits the back perfectly, but if you want to try to fit a 42 on the front, yeah, that's not really going to happen, because if you look, this truck, it turns. It can turn, you can make turns, and it doesn't. It rubs a little bit on the front bumper, and right here, that's about as much as you can turn in real life, but you can turn it all the way, obviously, in the game. But I use 38s because it's more realistic that way. Now I got the truck running, so I apologize about that. We got a tow receiver hitch, drop hitch, of course, sport. It's the ram bed, short bed. Extended cab is the only option they have for the game. To get this truck to handle the horsepower without having the truck overheat, you have to have a drag radiator or some type of radiator upgrade. I have the insane Cummins drag radiator, and that truck, I'm never going to have to worry about this truck overheating ever, and that's why I picked it. Front, it doesn't matter. Front suspension is a 3-link solid axle front suspension, and that's the only one that I can use for this truck, because if I use the other one, the alignment's going to be like this, and it's going to turn, it's going to pull right consistently. So I have to use a 3-link solid axle front suspension just so this truck drives straight down the road, and then the tires actually tucks pretty nicely in the truck. And I had all this stuff, SFA, dry shaft, the off-road front coilovers, the off-road front sway bar, the locking front differential, again, 8-lug, 17x9 STX off-road steel wheels with the 38x12 5017 crawlers, and the steering is just a relocated steering linkage and power steering. that's literally the build of the truck. So now, how do you get the truck, the suspension, to max the suspension out as far as height and make it lifted? You go over to tuning. So now over here at tuning, basically all you do is go down to where you will see suspension right here, and it say front, and you go all the way down to the last one, it say spring height, and you max it all the way out as far as you, and as max as you can. Same for the rear, max it. Now that's why you have to use the off-road suspension, or the off-road coilovers, the off-road shocks, is so you can lift it in the tuning menu. Now, how do you get offset? So right over to where it says wheel alignment, or no, not wheel alignment, where it says wheels, that's like the last one at the very bottom. You'll see two options here. Now, it's a tire pressure and it's a wheel offset. As you can see, my offset for the front is maxed all the way out, and same for the rear, it's maxed all the way out. My tire pressure is a little off, probably because I've changed the tire, but that's how you get the truck or the Cummins to be or look like this. Oh crap, turn this off. Another thing is, when you can get this truck mod, but you have to change the engine mod as well. There is a Cummins mod that makes this truck have the actual Cummins engine in this truck. So if you download this truck, you have to download the truck and you have to download the engine for this truck. That's how you do it. But that's, someone asked me the question, I believe, on YouTube, and I think I get some comments on TikTok. I was about to say Tweet or Talk, but that is the mods list for the Cummins. It's a lot, I know, but that's how you have this truck looking. If you don't, I'm going to show you what this truck will look like if you don't do it like this. All right, so as you guys can see, you can definitely tell the differences on the truck. So this, on the left of me, is a stock second-gen Ram truck. As you can see, it's a lot different. It's a lot difference in the trucks. And then on the right of us is a complete, fully modified Cummins truck that's been upgraded to the full potential that this truck can. And look at the height differences on it. From bumper to bumper, that is a very big height differences on the truck. And I'm slightly looking down at that one. If you come over here, look at that. It's like at the top of the hood of the truck. But there you go. That's just there's a tutorial of how you'll do it. But there you go. That's just my mod list for that truck. Anyway, peace out.